Okay. Thank you very much. Let's be seated. Your Excellency, lady is also here. Dr. Mrs. Ayuade Folashade-Arike. Welcome you.
As the clarion call goes forth for 2023, one can easily discern by events such as this that the organized media in Nigeria is already working hard to crack the complex equation of who the next Nigerian president should be. All I can say is that in factoring your 2023 equations, please allow yourselves to be guided by the national interest to impute the following factors. 1. Youthfulness. Natural force and physical energy cannot be abated if performance is to be elevated. 2. Courage. A clear capacity to be zealously affected in a good matter and to lead with courage and foresight is the pursuit of the overall best interest of the people. 3. Security. Proven ability to enforce security, unity, and peace in a large territory with a difficult terrain. 4. Diversity. Clear record in successful managing diversity, which is where most post-independent leaders of Nigeria have failed. Today, we have a Kogi state where the youths are predominantly the ones in office. The women have crossed the 35% affirmative action threshold of the SDGs and continue to rise. And people with special needs have adequately been represented in our government. Finally, and also very importantly, the inescapable point of equity. That is, only the North Central and Southeast geopolitical zone of this country have not held the presidency or vice presidency, the two highest offices in the land, since return to civil rule in 1999. Let's talk of zoning. If all of us must talk of zoning, then we must have made equity, or we're merely playing dangerous politics and healing the wounds of the country deceitfully. I conclude, as in my manner, at every given opportunity I get, with words of appreciation for His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari GCFR, for providing Nigeria with forthright leadership these past years. President Muhammadu Buhari has already earned the legacy of developing, in 6 years, more critical infrastructure for the nation's next level than the previous 16 years before him in this Fourth Republic of Nigerian states. Recent gain in the last few weeks by our military and law enforcement agencies in all theaters convince me that Baba is also on his way to winning in the most decisive manner the battle against insecurity of lives and properties nationwide. Baba continues to provide me and a growing corps of emerging leaders with a father figure and examples of courage in leadership. His ability to keep calm under fire has taught me to focus on giving my best ways, even if those who demand perfection of everyone but themselves choose to deliberately misunderstand and mischaracterize my best intentions. Let me insist, in closing, that the more you bear the burden of leadership in the right manner, the more you realize that people and not things, events or places matter the most. This realization places a demand on you to make your people and their welfare the heart of your leadership. However, because things, events and places exert profound influence on your people, you also find yourself obliged to improve them for the benefit of your people. Therefore, my definition of good governance is the ability to unite the people, events, things, and places within your leadership space into an awesome or wholesome symbolic relationship. When approached with this mindset, governance ceases to be a popularist contest and become a life-saving vacation requiring the leader's best effort always. Members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, the essential GYB. And I welcome you all to this inaugural GYB Combined Chat and Seminar. Let us put heads together and come up with some resolutions that will prove of benefit to our country. Thank you and God bless you. Everyone used to know me. First, the question from Ayodele of TVC, that is the issue of rotational presidency between North and South. Well, like I said, if you ask me what is my own position, the Nigeria of today deserves the best. Nigeria is a ship or is a flight that requires the best captain to steer or lead affairs to the desired destination. And I've always asked this question. There has been rotation, so to speak, from PDP almost all this while. And what has been our result between then and now? If zoning will solve our problem, as at the time President Olusegun Obasanjo was the president 2 terms, all the problems of the South should have been solved. As at the time President Musa Yar'Adua, of blessed memory, came on board, the whole problem of the North should have been solved. Or when it returned back to South-South, the problem of the riverine, the Niger Delta, or of the whole of the South should have been solved. Now we have President Muhammadu Buhari. The problem of the whole North should have been solved. I'm not saying these various leaders have not tried their best. They've tried their best within the circumstance they found themselves in office or the situation of things at that time. And what Mr. President is equally still doing today. But for crying out loud, is that the best practice? When we're talking of democracy, democracy is all about free choice. And it's about the number. Let the majority allow them, give them the free will to choose whoever they want. Let political parties not limit Nigerians to who they want to elect into offices. And when you look at it, I think it is unconstitutional. not in our own party constitution, the APC, and it's not there in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. We can't be picking and choosing when it suits us. Today, if you're sick and you have to be operated upon, you want the best doctor to operate on you, not where the doctor comes from, not the religion he practices, but who is the best doctor. And put that aside. If we should continue on the sentiment of this rotation of presidency to this region or to that region, I say, okay, let's do it perfectly. In the interest of fairness, equity, and justice. If that is the angle you want to come from, fine. Let's go on the table and then look at it. And we should not just take it from 1999. Let's even go back to 1960. From the independence that we Nigerians have been leading ourselves. And let's extrapolate all the various leaders we've had from at national level or at federal level. You will discover that all other geopolitical zones as it exists today have at one time or the other occupy the position of the presidency, either as president or vice president. If we should go by that, then North Central has been lightly shortchanged. Then let's focus our attention on North Central. Then we should take it from 1999. Then you're talking of North Central and Southeast. But I continue to insist on let the best candidate emerge. Who will unify this country? Who will solve the problem that we are facing today? Who will build on the legacies that Mr. President will leave behind? That is my position on the issue of rotational presidency. And of course, we have to look at the demography. We know today that we know what is happening across the world, across the globe. Younger generations are taking charge. They are not just being involved or included, they are taking charge. And they are driving the modern world. For crying out loud, Nigeria cannot continue to live behind or live in the past. It is high time we move forward. On the issue of state police, let me ask this question. At some point in time, Nigerians agitated that we should have state electoral commissions. And we're now having state electoral commissions. The same Nigerians today are crying that no, let local government elections be conducted by INEC. You can imagine if we have state police with arms and everything at our disposal. I can speak for myself that at all times I will always be fair, just, and equitable. I will always lead from the front and hunt down those criminals, just like we're doing today. I can speak for myself. I can't speak for the baby behind me that I am backing, not to talk of any other person out there, how he or she will use or misuse the state police. What's important today is community policing. Let everybody be vigilant. We're doing it today in Kogi State without state police, and we're getting it right. Though it may depend on what you define as state police. But to me, as a leader and as a people, let us be sincere with ourselves. A lot of crimes and criminalities that are taking place today are politically motivated. If we are ready to have a secured, free, and a safe society, it behoves on us, the leaders, and equally the followers, to make Nigeria a secure environment. Thank you.